Have you ever looked up at the sky after a rainstorm and wondered why the earth and heavens seem to call out to each other? Why the mist rises like whispered longing? Why the rain falls like tears? Ah, my friends, this is no accident. This is an old, old love story, one that shaped the world itself. Before there was land to walk on, before the stars found their places in the sky, there were Rangi, the Sky Father, and Papa, the Earth Mother. They were bound so tightly together that not even the smallest breath of wind could slip between them. They knew nothing of distance, nothing of sorrow, only warmth, only closeness, only the deep and endless dark of their embrace. But love, no matter how strong, does not always mean stillness. Their children lay trapped between them, yearning for space, for air, for light. And so the time of parting came. Not out of cruelty, not out of anger, but out of necessity. And though Rangi and Papa were torn apart, their love did not end. No, it found a new way to live. You can see it still, in the falling rain, in the rising mist, in the way the earth forever reaches for the sky. Come, listen well, and I will tell you how it all began. In the time, before the first dawn stretched its golden fingers across the horizon, there was only Rangi and Papa, locked in an embrace so deep, so unbroken, that nothing lay between them. They pressed against each other, chest to chest, as close as breath, as close as thought, and in their closeness they knew no lack, no longing, only love. If you had stood in that first darkness, you would not have seen sky nor earth, nor any space where one ended and the other began. There was no wind to stir the silence, no light to break the night. There was only warmth, the deep hush of unbroken togetherness, and the quiet pulse of something waiting. But waiting for what? For though Rangi and Papa were content in their love, their children were not. These children, trapped in the darkness between their parents' bodies, could not stretch their limbs. They could not see, could not know the fullness of what they might become. To Rangi and Papa, their closeness was perfect unity, but to their children, it was a prison. And so the children whispered among themselves, "Is this all there is? Must we remain bound in this darkness forever?" Some were afraid to ask, unwilling to break the embrace that had always been, but others saw what must be done. They did not act out of cruelty, nor out of rebellion. They acted because to grow, to breathe, to be, they needed space. And so the time of parting came. At first, the children tried gently to push their parents apart. They pressed their hands against Rangi's chest, tried to roll Papa away, but their love was strong, their embrace unyielding. Then Tane, the strongest among them, set his feet against his mother's belly, braced his shoulders against his father's chest, and with all his might, pushed. He pushed until his muscles burned, until the weight of the sky groaned above him. And still, Rangi and Papa held fast to each other, unwilling to part. So the children joined together, each one lending their strength, each one pressing with all the force of their longing. And at last, Rangi and Papa began to break apart. First, a sliver of light sliced through the darkness. Then a breath of wind, wild and free, rushed through the gap. Then, with a final heave, Tani thrust Rangi high into the heavens, and the great Sky Father arched away from the Earth Mother's loving grasp. In that moment, the world was born. For the first time, there was above and below, light and dark, wind and open space. The children, once trapped in the tight embrace of their parents, stood now in the vastness of a new world. Forests unfurled their green arms, rivers carved their winding paths, stars winked awake in the heavens. But though the world flourished, though the children rejoiced in their newfound freedom, the breaking of that first embrace was not without sorrow. Rangi wept. Tears poured from the sky, running in rivers down his vast body, falling to the earth below. He had lost his love, his dearest one, the closeness he had always known. And Papa sighed, her breath rising in mist, reaching upward, longing for the husband she could no longer touch. The children had made the world, yes, but in doing so, they had also made the first grief. Now you might think that Rangi and Papa, once parted, would be lost to each other forever, that their love, broken by necessity, would wither and fade. But love, true love, is not so easily undone. Though Rangi hangs high above, though Papa lies below, they are never truly apart. Their love moves now, flowing through the world in ways unseen but deeply felt. When Rangi weeps, his tears fall as rain, soaking into Papa's waiting embrace, feeding the rivers, giving life to all who walk upon her. And when Papa sighs, her breath rises as mist, curling up toward the sky, reaching, always reaching, for her lost beloved. The trees too hold their story. They stretch upward, their branches lifting toward Rangi, their roots digging deep into Papa's heart. They are the children of both, standing between them, whispering the tale of their endless love. And so, though sky and earth are parted, though the embrace that once was is now only memory, their love endures. It lives in the falling rain, in the rising mist, in the hush of dawn and the hush of dusk. It is carried in the breath of the wind and the turning of the seasons. It is in all things. So hear this and remember. There was once only love, so close, so unbroken that nothing could be told apart. There came a time of separation, painful, necessary, and full of longing. But love, once formed, is never truly lost. It transforms, it moves, it finds new ways to endure. Look to the rain, to the mist, to the stretching branches, and know that even across great distances, even through change and sorrow, love remains. This, my friends, is the story of Rangi and Papa. The story of how the sky and the earth came to be. The story of how love, though parted, still whispers through the world.